Welcome back to Precision Trader University. In today's video, I want to do a very important video. The trading industry it really is some of the most unrealistic expectations that you'll ever see in human society are found within the trading industry. For some reason, when people start looking at trading, all of a sudden they start having these ideas of just getting rich quick. Just reality goes out the door. So anyway, I just want to take this video just to give everyone a nice reality check, because the thing is, sadly, when it comes to what people expect from the trading industry, for most people, it is very, very unrealistic. Okay, so anyway, with that in mind, I got some really nice information pulled up here. Average individual income by state. All right. Now, as you can see here in this picture right here, now this factors in everybody, the 1%ers, the people making crazy income, all that kind of stuff, all into one. And what does it help us see? Right around 60 to 62,000. Okay. That's the average individual income in America. Okay. That's reality. That's facts. That's not, again, I know love to see people in the trading industry. Oh, I made 10,000 a day, 20,000 a day. Again, what you don't realize is what about the days where they lose 20, 30, 40, $50,000? Where's that perspective? And also too, whenever we talk about these crazy profits and stuff like that, where's the context of how much capital that you have, available to you? Again, someone that has $1 million, $2 million available to, to trade, and they make, $1,000 to $5,000 for the day or whatever. I mean, that's good. But at the same time, that's a whole different ball game than somebody making, $1,000 with $100,000 or, $500,000. So again, like I said, guys, there's just a lot of people are not transparent with, all the context. Okay. Give people context. So with that in mind, you should have in your mind that, a reasonable income for me to make with trading, okay, is based on what an average individual income is, $60,000. So in reality, that should be a realistic goal for you, not the $500,000, $1 million. Now, maybe some point down the road, yes. But when you're first getting into trading, your first, several years into trading, you want to have realistic expectations, because the reality is, guys, my traders, we only trade the first 3 or so hours of the day. That's it. So we're only putting in about 17 hours of work per week trading the market. Okay. If you're trading more than that, more times than not, you're going to get in trouble. Okay. You really are. Or it's going to be a situation where it's just taking over your life. Okay. At the end of the day, we want strategies, and our strategies allow us to get in the market for around 3 hours a day, make our money, high probability, get out of there. We don't need to spend all this time doing due diligence before the market open or after the market. Again, I'm not a fan of strategies that are going to keep you studying and looking all this kind of stuff up out on the market after the fact. Okay. With my strategies, the way I teach people, you get in the market when it opens, you spend your 2 to 3 hours, and then you're gone. Okay. That's it. There's no need to do research after the fact, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Go live your life. Do what, be a normal human being here. Now, thing to keep in mind. Now, what does it take to get to that $60,000 mark? Now, also too, like I said, this takes into account the 1%ers and all that kind of stuff. When you start looking at more realistic numbers, okay, when you take out the 1%ers from this group, let me scroll down here. Now you get into the mean individual income. As it brings out here, it says this is a better measure for most purposes. So when you look at this, now all of a sudden you see that it's actually $43,000. Okay, 43. Once you take out the 1%ers, all right, you're around $43,000. Now, they might say, most people say, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Well, again, you can say it's nothing all you want, but this is reality, guys. This is not hyperbole or, people trying to say this, oh, I make this. Like, no, this is the facts. The average American median income, taking out the 1%ers, right around $43,000 for the year. Okay, $43,000 for the year. Now, with that said, whenever it comes to our trading, all right, we know that we only have around 250 trading days available to us per year. Okay, so we got 250. So whenever we're looking for profit target, what is our goal? Like I said, we're going to use 60,000. Okay, we're going to use 60,000 because again, also too, the one percenters. You want to know what the one percenters are doing? Here you go. Here's your one percenters. 1% by state. There you go. Here's your 1%. Again, all these people talk about, oh, I'm, making, if I don't make at least $100,000, $200,000 on my trading per year, it's, it's ain't waste my time. Again, just idiotic. Okay. 200,000 to 300,000 puts you in the 1% of most states. Okay. Or a lot of states. All right. The middle ground here is right around 330, 340 for most of America. 1%. Okay. So you're making 300 to 400,000. You're in the 1% of America. Congratulations. Now, everybody that comes into trading for some reason thinks that they need to be in the 1% of America all of a sudden because now they're trading. That's just not realistic, guys. It's not. This should not be your goal right off the bat. Maybe after you've been in, you've been consistent for 5+ years, something like that, then yes, start increasing your risk, that type of thing. When you first get in, guys, you're looking for part-time to full-time income. Okay. That's reality. And we just looked at the average median. Okay. When you take out the 1%ers, it's $43,000. Okay. So reality is the lower end is 20,000. It's between 20 and 60,000. That's where the vast majority of America is in, 20 to 60,000. All right. So, and then also too, guys, when you start looking at, the reality is like, okay, all right, well, I'm only working 3 hours a day. Okay. 3 hours a day. I mean, how much do you truly deserve to make off of 3 hours of work? Okay. For example, if I asked you, what would you like to make? So for example, say, you're going to look for a job, how much per hour, if you knew that you're only going to work about 3 to 4 hours, part-time job, how much would you want to make per hour? Most people would probably say, oh, I'd be happy making 20 an hour. Oh, I'd love making 30 an hour. That'd be great. What about 40 an hour, 50 an hour, 60, 70, 80, again, I mean, most people would say that would be great. I would love that. And then on top of that, imagine if I told you, hey, guess what? You don't have to get ready and leave your house. You can just, from the comfort of your home, clicking buttons, make, say, $30 an hour. Would you take that? Oh, yeah. Well, the average American would take that every day that ends in Y. All right. So anyway, so let's do some math here, guys. So we got, again, 250 trading days available to us in the year. All right. So what are we looking to make? So again, the average income for an American, median income is 43,000. So what does that average out to for a trader? Okay. Well, if you're looking to hit that target of, say, 40, we'll just put it at 45,000. Okay. What do you need to make? So we're going to do 250 trading days. All right. And then we're going to say, let me start with around 180. Bam. There you go. Perfect. All right. 250 trading days, and that's averaging $180 per day. Okay. That's $180 per day. That is extremely doable, guys. Okay. 100%. Absolutely. Now let's go on let's bring it down to part-time income. So part-time income is going to range anywhere from usually 10,000 to 30,000 on the upper end. Let's go to the upper range of part-time income. So we're going to do 30K. 30K, right? So that should be 250 times 120. There you go. That gets us at $30,000. Okay. So there you go. If you average $120 per trading day, which again is very, very easy. Again, we have strategies that it gives us numerous opportunities per day, very high probabilities. Okay. And we only need 1 to 2 plays per day. That's it. Get in there, you make your part-time or full-time income, and off you go. So $120 per day gets you at $30,000. Okay, that's $10,000 or $12,000 less than the median average income. Okay, working a full-time job. Okay, again, you got to realize we're working less than part-time hours. We're working 17 hours a week in the market. So at the end of the day, when reality is we don't deserve full-time income. We deserve part-time income. And at this, this is the upper end of part-time income. So in reality, this is really what we deserve as a trader. 30 to 40,000 at most, it really, really is. So now when you do the math, how that works out per hour. So again, we're working 17 hours, okay? 17 hours per week times 4. That puts us at a month right there. And then we multiply that by 12 equals, that's 816 hours per year that we're trading, clicking buttons in the market. All right, 816. Now, 816, let's multiply that and see what we're making per hour for that $30,000. So we're going to multiply this times, we're going to do 36. There you go. Yeah, so right there at $36 to $37 an hour. Tell you what, that's 816 times, let's do 37. Okay, yeah, there you go. $37 an hour. All right, $37 an hour. Again, you may say, oh, well, that's not that much. Well, again, let's go back to reality here, guys. What's minimum wage? This is a chart of the minimum wage around the United States. Okay, I'm from Louisiana. $7 an hour there. Texas, the great state of Texas, everything's bigger than Texas. Well, minimum wage ain't bigger than Texas. There you go, $7 an hour. Florida, oh man, everybody wants to go to Florida. $11 an hour. You can start getting up here into these higher ones, $15. Ooh, there's 15 there. New York's $14. Oh, but the problem is the cost of living is more than double in those places. So, for people to say, oh, that's nothing, you're making nothing in Texas at $7 an hour. Well, you got to realize in California, it's more, in New York, it's more than double the price of cost of the living. So, before you make fun of the minimum wage in Texas and Louisiana and all these other, $7 and $8 states here, you got to realize the ones that, the ones that are double that, or at least double the cost of living. So yeah, again, guys, and this is reality. So again, before you laugh at our part-time, our income goal of $120 a day in the market, which works out to $37 an hour. Before you look at that, I'll say that's ridiculous. Well, again, you're making $30 more an hour than the poor souls work doing minimum wage. So please keep that in mind. And now whenever you go for full-time income, okay, so full-time income would be, like I said, the median income is 43,000. Okay, but we're going to go to the upper ends. Okay, the upper end of that, this including the 1% would be $60,000. And what does that work out to? So 250 trading days. All right, times, so we'll double 120, which will give us 240. And there you go. There's 60,000. Okay, so that's 60,000, and you need to make $240, average $240 per trading day. Again, a realistic number, guys. Making between that part-time and that full-time income for your 3 hours of work is realistic. Okay. And again, we said that there's 816, that's okay. So those 250 trading days, that's at 3 hours a day. That's 816 hours of a year. All right. What do we make an hour per hour now to get there? So let's multiply this. So it was at 37. So that should put us around 75 per hour. Okay. So that's a little bit above there. So it's actually closer to 74. So around $74 per hour. Okay. We'll be making $70, averaging $74 per hour if we hit that $240 mark average per day. So again, $74, and your average American is making on minimum wage, most states, $7, $8, $9, $10. So again, reality, guys. This is realistic. Okay. So again, don't come into trading and all of a sudden just let reality just escape you, to think that all of a sudden making part-time or full-time income is just, that's for the peasants. No, guys, no, not at all. You got to realize once you have strategies like we have, you have you spent the time and all that to be able to, again, compare it, the ability to just walk into your office, comfort of your own home. You can wake up 5 minutes before the market opens, or you can wake up right at the market, because we really just don't get going until about 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes after anyway. So it's like, be able to get right in there. You don't have to look at anybody, you don't have to worry about anybody looking at you. You don't have to deal with a boss. Yeah, you don't have to use your gas, take the risk of getting in a wreck going to work. You don't have to waste gas, maintenance on your vehicle, all that. Like I said, guys, it's, when you start comparing that, trading, how comfortable it is. Yeah, at the end of the day, even if you're just making the 30,000 or the 60,000 per year with your trading, again, that's, yeah, I'll take 30 or 60, $30 to $60,000 per year from the comfort of, trading, than I will making that same money going and working a 9 to 5 at a job that I probably don't love, because at the end of the day, most people that trade, for the most part, enjoy it. I look forward to coming and trading the market every day. Because again, I know I have strategies and, strategies that are going to give me an edge of the market. As long as I just, as long as I'm patient, yeah, I'll do A-okay. So some days, some days are going to be greener than others, and some days there'll be break even, and occasionally, there'll be a day where I get back, one of my profit days, and that's just reality of it. But again, if you keep reasonable expectations, guys, you will absolutely find yourself in a situation where you take so much stress off of yourself, and you're doing something that you enjoy, and at the same time, it doesn't require a lot of you. Not at all. Not at all. So anyway, just wanted to do this video again, just to give one's realistic expectation. Because again, with our strategies, again, we're just looking for 1 to 2 winners per day, which is very easy for us to grab. 1 or 2 winners per day. We're, playing shares of, 150 to, to 300, for most people on average, right there in that sweet spot on that entry. And yeah, and we're looking to catch. We're looking to catch, a lot of days. Hey, a lot of days, I'll be honest with you, I'm only catching around 40 cents on my, on my entry. So, and, at the end of the day, that's fine, getting 1 or 2 winners a day. And like I said, I don't even need a full dollar, because again, with our strategies, we're so precise. We know exactly where to get in. Yeah, it just gives us a very extremely high probability of success. So anyway, feel free to really take some time, consider if this is something that's, that you'd like to take advantage of. Because again, like I said, the whole get rich quick stuff, like I said, guys, I'm not in the business of trying to hype things up or make things unrealistic. Okay. I want trading to be as realistic for you as possible. I want you to have, because again, you don't want to get disappointed. You really, really don't. So many people fail at trading, miss a beautiful opportunity to make, great realistic income in the beginning, and then they fail to realize that, after years have gone by and you've been consistent, it's like now you have at your fingertips the ability to start scaling up. You can scale and get bigger. At the end of the day, I encourage people to use fund capital, trade other people's capital. Do not put your own capital at risk. Okay. You don't need to. It's not necessary. You got prop firms, that are more than willing to let you use their capital and put their capital at risk. So don't do it. So I encourage my traders to use Surge. We're using Surge Trader. At some point, they'll probably have more competition, but for now, to be able to trade our strategies with stocks and all that, like I said, Surge Trader is where it's at. So can't beat it. Can't beat it right now, that's for sure. So with that said, guys, appreciate everybody that made it to the end of the video. One more thing that I promised that I would do was show my traders how to use MetaTrader 5 and show their profit for today, or the day. So you should be able to see my MetaTrader MT5. So this is connected with Surge Trader, the prop firm. So again, you see here, so this is what I did for the day, $205. So came up just short of that $240 full-time income target, but hey, it's good enough. So again, guys, whenever y'all want to see this, all you do is you go from instead of your trade tab, you're going to come to your history tab. And when you do that, click custom period, and then you'll come in here and then you'll hit today. and then bam, it'll show you what today is. So there you go. That's how you can show, like I said, and I encourage my traders, I want you to share when you hit these, these part-time and full-time targets. I don't want to see, some crazy winter day. That's not what that's not where, our the channel is there for. Again, we want to encourage people to understand that, hey, this is realistic for you to make part-time and full-time income. Because again, you're working on average 3 hours a day, 17 hours a week. Again, you don't really deserve any more than part-time income. That around that 30, the upper end is 30K. So you really don't deserve any more than that based on the time that you're putting in. But, with that said, there's nothing wrong with, because of the ability to have access to prop firm capital and our skills, to shoot for that full-time income. And in time in the future, you get very consistent, then bam, if you want to shoot for, to hit the, get into that 1% club. So that most states that starts at 200,000 and the average goes anywhere from 300 to 400,000. That you want to get there one day, you can absolutely, with our strategies and prop firm capital, that is a realistic goal at some point in the future. So anyway, with that said, guys, I appreciate everybody watching the video, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the day.